Swastiastu. Hello everyone, my name is Gusti Padek Rejukni and I'm a mathematics student from Universitas Pendidikan Ganesha. In this video, I will explain three important basic concepts in mathematics: sets, relations, and functions. These topics are very fundamental because many other mathematics ideas are pulled from them. So, in this lesson, we will learn them step by step in a simple and clear way. Okay, let's start with the first concept. The first concept is set. In mathematics, we often deal with group of objects and we call these group sets. Sets help us organize objects so they are easier to understand and study. Actually, we also use this idea in daily life. For example, when we group people's numbers or things based on certain characteristics. A set is definite as a set is definite a collection of objects that is clearly definite. This means when can this this means we can define whether an object belongs to the set or not without confusion. The objects inside a set are called elements or numbers. So, when we talk about a set, we are basically talking about its elements. Now, let's look at some examples. A set can be a group of students in Unixa, a set of prime numbers, or even a set of stars in the sky. They are, they are considered sets because we can clearly identify which objects belong to them. For example, prime numbers start as 2, 3, 5, and 7 are clearly definite. However, not every collection can be called a set. For example, a group like tall people or smart student is not a set. This is because the meaning of tall or smart can be different for each people. Since the members are not clearly definite, we cannot call it a set. There are two common ways to write a site. The first one is the roster method, where we list all elements inside curly bracket. For example, A equals open curly bracket 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, close curly bracket. The second one is the set builder method, where we describe the rule. For example, A equals set of x such that x is a natural number less than 6. Both methods actually represent the same set. Inside, in set, we also use some important symbol. The first symbol is mean element of. The two symbol is read as 2 is an element of A. And the next symbol is it means is not an element of. For example, 7 is not element of A. We also have the next elements, which means subset, and the last element, which means empty set, or a set with no elements. This symbol help us write ideas more quickly and clearly. Now, Let's talk about operation on set. The first one is unions, which combines all elements from two sets. It is written using the symbol unions and reads as unions. The second one is intersections, which takes only the elements that both sets have in common. It is written using the symbols. You can see the symbols and read as intersections. Next, we have the concept of subset. A subset means that all elements of sets are contained in another set. It is written as a subset of B or a subset of B and read as a subset of B. For example, if equals over curly bracket 1 to close curly bracket and B equals of curly bracket 1, 2, 3, 4 close curly bracket, we can see that all elements of A are in B. Therefore, A is a subset of B. This means A is part of B. After understanding set, we move to relations. A relation is a way to connect element from one set to element in another set. It shows how objects from one group are related to object in another group. For example, let's A be often curly bracket 1, 2, 3 close curly bracket and B be often curly bracket 2, 4, C close curly bracket. If the rule is multi multiplied multiplied by 2, then 1 is related 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 to 2, 2 is related to 4, and 3 is related to 6. We can write this as orderless pairs are equals of a curly bracket of a parenthesis 1 comma 2 close parenthesis of a parenthesis 2 comma 4 close parenthesis and open parenthesis 3 comma 6 close parenthesis. Relations are not only in mathematics but also in daily life. For examples, students is related to their student ID number. A country is related to its capital city, and mother is related to her child. This example help us understand relations in a more familiar way. In every relations, we have domains and ranges. The domains is the set of all first elements, while the range is the set of all second elements. For example, from the relations we discussed earlier, the domain is 1, 2, 3, and the range is 2, 4, 6. Now we move to functions. A function is actually a special type of relations. The difference is that functions, each element in the first set must have actually one pair in the second set. So one input can only have one output. A function is usually written as f from A to B, read as f uh, from A to B. This means every element in set A is paired with exactly one element in B. This rules is very important in function. Some example of function are f of x equals x plus 1. If f of x equals x squared plus 2x plus 1 and f of x equals since x, its value of x will give actually one result. So there's these are valid function. There are three main types of functions: injective, surjective, and bijective. Each type describes how elements in one set are varied with elements in another set. An injective function mean different inputs products different outputs. Uh, so surjective functions mean every element in the second set has less one pair. Uh, um, a bijective functions mean the functions is both injective and surjective. For example, if a quotes B equals over curly bracket 0, 1, 2, up to 10 curly brackets, then f of x equals x is a bijective function. Another example is f of x equals x plus 1, which is injective, and f of x equals 0 is a surjective function. To summarize, a set is called To summarize, a set is collection of objects. A relation is a connection between two sets, and function is a special relation where each input has exactly one output. Understanding this concept will help you learn more advanced topic in mathematics. That's the end of these lessons. Thank you for your attention, and I hope these explanations makes the concept of set, relations, and function easier to understand.